Hey guys, long time no see. It's almost 2024, so I'd like to preemptively wish you a happy new year. Hopefully, the next year will be full of fun adventures, professional success, happiness, good health, all that good stuff. That's what I would like to wish you all. And you're hearing the noises behind me. That's my new cat playing with toys in the kitchen. She's getting used to my apartment. She's around one, still full of energy. She likes to eat a lot. But anyway, let me go ahead and start actually discussing what I've seen, what I've witnessed yesterday. So, Gov't Mule at Beacon Theater in New York City. It's a fun, I thought, a fun jam band, and I've watched a bunch of rig rundowns over the years, and it's like some people are into the southern rock type of jam stuff. Some people are not into it, but as a guitarist, I always like to expose myself to different stuff, different guitar players, and note to myself what to do and what not to do, which we will discuss further down in this video. But Gov't Mule started out in 1994. It was an offshoot of the Allman Brothers Band. So it was guitarist Warren Haynes, drummer Matt Epps, and bass player Alan Woody. And then after Alan's untimely death in 2000, initially they finished up their tour acoustically, and then they played with replacement bass players, and eventually became a quartet with the keyboard player. Basically, from the original lineup, the two original members are the guitarist and the drummer. And I've actually enjoyed watching and listening to music from the Gov't Mule, and thought it was going to be fun. Let me tell you something. It was really not my cup of tea in the end. First of all, I realized that I am not into jam bands at all. And to me, it just started sounding like the same recycled jam session stuff, like the stuff you would ordinarily hear at a jam session. Like I can go find a jam and where everybody's playing the blues or playing like one or two chord jams and wail on some blues licks. But for more than 10 minutes, that's just my personal opinion, I realize that I get extremely bored. My kind of what I like is a laconic solo, like a nice couple minutes, maybe nice solo with a little melody, beginning, middle, and end, and that's it. I realize that I don't enjoy hearing 20 minutes soloing. And sometimes, I guess, it depends on who's doing the soloing. But the main thing that really disappointed me was the stage presence, or the lack of stage presence. It was really bizarre. So usually, I'm obviously not of the same caliber as Gov't Mule. My band never filled 5,000 seat theaters, or however many seats were in that Beacon Theater. But when we set up by the edge of the stage, and there's a certain level of audience participation. We don't just stand there. I mean, I used to be one of those people, but gradually, when I started playing more and more, I started developing my stage presence. And I'm not obviously like a pro guitar player like some bands have, but I mean, kind of a pro. But moving around the stage, you take a solo, you take a step forward, you like move from one end of the stage to the other one, so that the other side of the auditorium can enjoy seeing you perform a solo. And right now, my band kind of evolved our stage antics to such an extent that we're constantly moving around. We've figured out some gimmicks, like there's this one song where I take a solo, I go to the opposite side of the stage, I finish playing the solo, and then the bass player, who's the lead singer, goes to where I'm standing. So we kind of switch places. And as I'm done playing the solo, he switches off my solo sound on my processor. So it's like a seamless show. And there's this one song that we have a very long intro to. Again, I just kind of go to the other side. I play with rototoms as I'm playing guitar, and then like as that long intro wraps up, I kind of go and reassume my original stage position. And that is fun. That is enjoyable. People don't just want to listen. They want to see things. They want to, like, you can just play identically, but if one band has some kind of a interaction going on, it's a lot more exciting, I think. I think I'm being completely objective in this regard. But this band, they set up deep into the stage. I've never seen anything like it. They had you will see it in the pictures, but they were not even close to the edge of the stage. They were like inside. They were like way deep inside. It's really, really strange. And none of them moved around. None of them like, oh, let me take a solo. You know, it's like rock and roll stuff. Look at Chuck Berry, look at ZZ Top with their synchronized moves, right? With the spinning guitars. Even Les Paul, when he was 90 something, I saw him at the Iridium. He was like flirting, he was talking, you know, making jokes, and you feel like you're participating as opposed to you just like sitting there as the band is playing. It's very, very far away. Even for the front row, it probably looks even further far away. It's like way over there. A complete lack of showmanship. And then, stage presence, yeah. I think this type of music, I'm being critical, would be received very well by me if it was the summer, if I was outside, walking around with a beer, eating a nice burger at a barbecue. Then that type of like background music would be pretty enjoyable. But going to a theater, nah. And then another strange decision is that they decided to take an intermission, like boom, 2 hours, well, not even like an hour and a half, just a sudden intermission. Not like, all right guys, we're gonna take a short break, go tip your bartender, blah blah blah. Just like they played the song, the lights came on, and everyone went straight queuing up to the bathroom. I'm sure there was some kind of an encore, but at this point I was like, you know what, I am done. It's very strange. Again, using my experience again in my band as an example, we play straight through, no intermission. We just play 26 songs we play. We have an encore, but no intermission. So it's like 2 hours and 20 something minutes. Maybe the argument is that they're older, but then again, look at Queen, look at, Queen, look at other bands. They play straight through. There's no intermission. They move around. There's some kind of showmanship. And plus the final tick. is the songs. Like I guess I should have prepared myself better because I didn't know any of the songs. And I just recently watched a video, and they did some fun covers. They did like whole lot of love. Forget they did some like Allman Brothers covers that were very well known. Another thing is they also had guest guitarists. So they had Jimmy Vivino from the Max Weinberg 7. If you guys remember, there was this late show with Conan O'Brien. It's a pretty well versed musician, guitarist. But again, they were just standing there, just like standing and playing, swap the guitar, standing and playing, standing. So what's the takeaway? The takeaway, I mean, maybe it's too old to teach. Maybe it's too late to teach an old dog new tricks, but I think a band could definitely benefit from some sort of improved, enhanced audiovisual aspect of the show. Otherwise, maybe it's just me, but I think not. It just becomes very boring. All right, so anyway, this is my cat, by the way, my new cat, Buraka. She's very sweet. So happy 2024. See you on the next one. And bye. Tell me what you think.